Hey guys, today I just want to go ahead and show you a quick script that I wrote. I ran into this problem. It's not really a problem, but when I host, let's say, a Minecraft server, or in this case, RTMP server for streaming my desktop to friends, uh, I want to see who's connected, and a lot of different applications tell you that information in different ways. Nginx doesn't have a great way of presenting that to you, so I decided why not write my own solution, right? So this is called Connoti. It's just connection notifier, and you give it a port, and it will check your connections on the whole system. And it kind of doesn't really sit in the middle, but it's pretty nice. So go ahead and run it, right? And when you first run it, it'll say a couple things. Disconnected. This message is empty. I don't know why that's there, but we see connected. That's localhost, and then every time there's a change, there's a new connection or a disconnection, it'll go ahead and show you all of the current connections just because it's nice to have the info. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to connect to my RTMP server from my phone, and I pressed it, and there it is, right? So it says this IP connected, and these are all the current connections, right? And localhost, you can ignore that, but yeah, so pretty nice. It works well. I was using it for a Minecraft server, so now you see I disconnected this time with my phone. I really love it. I haven't really seen a solution like this anywhere, and it's nice and simple. It's nice and small. So here's the code, right? We'll do a really quick run through, right? I declare two variables, connections and old connections. And then it's a for loop, and it just loops forever, right? The first one is to take cons and set it as the old connections. Then, and it's going to be empty in the first iteration, right? Then we go ahead and we use the ss command, which you'll have to install on your server. But we'll go ahead and run this piece of code, right? So if we run ss with 27015, bam, we see a list of IPs, right? Then we rip grep we grep out the line that says address on it, right? So this tears out that line. Then we awk, right? Awk is a tool for manipulating data in tables. We awk out the fifth line, right? Or the fifth column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that will strip out this content. So that's what we have in cons. Now we do our connections diff, right? So we diff, and this is, I don't remember what this flag does, but it's not important. But we're diffing between the old connections, which you have to pass in with this strange notation here to kind of like trick the program into thinking it's a file, right? So you can do that when pretty much wherever you would put in a path, you can do this. So we're going to see the difference between the previous for loops iteration of connections and the current connections. Then after that, we take we want every line that has a pipe or this strange set of characters in it. It's actually, we want every line that has a less than or greater sign in it, and that's because diff, its output is going to tell you the changes are going to be notated with either a less than sign, which means this has been removed from the source, or a greater than sign, which means this has been added to the source, right? It also prints out some stuff near the top that we don't want, so this is a good way of cleaning it up. I only want the lines that tell me whether something was added or removed. Then here, we use sed to manipulate the string. We replace, so we substitute less than sign with disconnected, and then we substitute a greater than sign with connected. Very simple. Then if we have anything in that string, we go ahead and print it out, print out these new connections, and with notify send. And then we go ahead and print out all the current connections, which is going to be contained in this variable. So that's all it does. It does this every second. You can change that if you'd like. I'll leave a link to the gist. And thanks a lot. Let me know if you like it or you use it. I use it all the time. I love it.